This is Grant Adlam reporting to you live from KZN Top Business and Business Sense. Today we're sitting with David White, traditionally from DRG, but today he's got an incredibly different subject, a passion that he holds close to his heart, and that's wildlife. David, you've had an incredible 2 days, incredible subject, and I need you to fill us in.
I was with the team from Project Rhino and Human Elephant Foundation and CWC. And these are some of the greatest minds we have in conservation. These are people with a deep passion for looking after our wilderness areas. There's a huge need to re-look at the way we are looking after our animals. There's a massive contribution needed from the communities. There's a mindset change that needs to happen. And we need these great minds to sit together. With this project, which is going to be called Loziba Wildlife Reserve, and we're needing to raise some funds. We've found the absolute perfect area for game reserve. What is becoming hugely important is to have enough space allocated. So here in South Africa, and there are other parts of the world where it's similar, there is a lot of space available, but we need to have properly defined game reserves, and then we need to have corridors that are able to start connecting all of the different game reserves, because the elephants have to move. So elephants are, the best water diviners. They are the creatures that cut the pathways. But we're running out of space, but we have space. So we need these minds to help create proper environments so that elephants can move from one place to another, and other animals can move and find different grazing. The poaching has been absolutely incredible. We were talking about the 89 rhinos that were poached between the 5th of January and the 1st of April, and I was horrified, and other people were also horrified. But the person that was sharing this information with us said this is only in one game reserve, and it is at Mfolozi. So we all know the story of how in 1938, 1940, around about that period, Kruger Park didn't have any rhinos. And the people at the time, Ian Player was included in this incredible project, but they were able to take rhinos directly from Mfolozi and put them back into Kruger Park. So we can fix the situation of the endangered species, like the lions and like the elephants and like the rhinos. But we need to have minds and communities also wanting to make this a possibility. What was a strong aspect for me is that we can choose to ignore it and watch all of these wonderful animals disappear, or we can focus on believing it's possible to make a difference. And fortunately, this is what came out of these discussions. So James Arnott is one of the important team members, and he's flying to London, and we're going to be launching a rewilding initiative. Grant Folds has just written a book, Rewilding Africa, and the Human Elephant Foundation, bringing all their experience. So we're saying here's an opportunity for a very low cost. We're able to make a significant difference to the preservation of wildlife. This is the time that we need to, as a society, support these initiatives so that South Africa and Africa can continue to hold these treasures, these magnificent animals that predate humans, by many thousands of years.
So David, how do we as society get involved? How do we make a difference?
So there's different aspects. There are funds to be raised. Of course, there's people that have made huge amounts of money, and we would certainly welcome that as a contribution. Philanthropy, there's always that aspect, and we really would like some of those people that have excess money to share some of it. But of course, corporates can be involved and help in different ways, helping with fencing and putting in pipes and helping with the roads, all of those kind of aspects. We came up with another idea as well, where it's quite amazing how cheap land is to buy in these areas, and it works out at about 3,000 Rand per hectare. So if you convert 3,000 Rand into pounds, it's 150 pounds. So our thought was to say to the general public, if you can become an owner of a rewilding land, 1 hectare for 150 pounds, it's almost nothing. And we just imagine as time goes on, people holding this certificate that they've contributed, and their 150 pounds has made a significant difference in raising money we need to buy land for these animals to continue to thrive in.
Okay, David. So how would one get hold of you? What would the process be to get involved?
So there is a website called Loziba.
Okay.
I would encourage that people went to that website and through those links were able to do their contributions. The contributions would be done directly into the Human Elephant Foundation, which has been around for over 20 years. John Charter is the leader of that group. And once the money is received, we will give people a certificate to say that they've made this contribution, and we'll use it wisely and keep people informed of all the progress and successes that we make.
David, I think it's an incredible project that you've got going here, and I wish you well. And once again, thank you for joining me with KZN Top Business and Business Sense. Totally different topic, but just as interesting as always. It's incredible chatting to you, David.
Thank you. Thank you, Grant.